was actually driving down to school down in North Carolina. It started to get pretty dark out. And we were driving and all of a sudden there was just a cloud of brown dust that went across the road. And the back end of the vehicle started to lift and kind of tilt towards the front right tail light. And then after that, it's pulled up and then carried. I don't know exactly how far, but judging by a farmer's yard that got hit at the same time, it would be about 3/4 of a mile over a small lake and then thrown out into a bluff of trees. You knew you were in for it, just didn't know how bad. My dad passed away in the vehicle. He had upper cervical spine fractures, like C1, C2, so right at the base of your skull. So he didn't make it out of the car. I fractured my neck at C5 and C6 in my cervical spine. I broke 10 ribs, punctured both my lungs, cracked my jaw in a few places, and ruptured the entirety of my right ear canal from the wind pressure. And then blew up my left shoulder and had it reconstructed. For a while there, it was not good. To say that, I just kind of got along and was happy to be okay, that would be lying. When something like that happens, especially because I was the one driving, I definitely had some survivor's guilt or remorse for a long stretch of time. To just say he was my dad wouldn't be true. We played golf together, hung out together. In a lot of ways, he was my dad that was my best friend. We did everything together, talked all the time, and I think anyone that knew him had a very similar relationship with him. The work that they had to do to my shoulder is kind of an experimental procedure because of the damage. And they weren't sure if I was going to get mobility back in my left arm. So that was a thing right out of surgery. Talking with the surgeons that we're not sure if that's going to be a reality, that you're going to be able to golf again. At all times, I don't think there was any stretch of time. I had less than about 15 people in my room, friends, family, and stuff coming in. So it's one of those that when you have that much support and you have that many people pulling for you, that it's hard not to get better. Just teeing it up, that was quite literally my goal for the year. That was really my only goal, was just to compete in something. And it was one of those that I actually didn't know if I was going to be able to play until I guess it was about 24 hours out. I wasn't sure if the body was going to be good to go. And the fact that I got to play and ended up winning, what that meant to me was I was okay. And so I think we're one of two father-son duos to ever win the Saskatchewan Amateur. To me, it was, I finally can play golf again, and to my family, to my mom who was out there spectating and following, that meant everything to her. If I couldn't play golf anymore, if that became a reality, I'd be a completely different person, but the fact that I can still play golf and do it every day and play here professionally for a living every day, that's to me what warms the heart. And as far as staying happy and all that type of stuff, it's what do I have to be mad about? Get to play great golf courses, meet all sorts of new people, and what's better than that?